Telugu superstar Allu Arjun was released from jail just a while back, and we are learning now he's expected to reach his house in just a bit. Well, the Pushpa 2 star had to spend one night in jail after the Stampede broke out at the theatre where he was present to watch his latest movie, Pushpa 2. And well, remember, the superstar was arrested for the death of this woman in the Stampede at the Pushpa 2 premiere in Hyderabad. Arjun, along with the theatre's management and his security team, were charged with the incident. While granting the bail, the court had earlier said that he couldn't be arrested like that just because he was an actor. Well, there's a statement also that has come in from his lawyer. Listen into what he had to say.
They have received order copy from the High Court, and despite receiving the order copy, they did not release. Now you should question the government and the department why they have not released the accused. High Court order is very specific that forthwith the moment you receive the order, you have to release an essay. Despite clear order, they did not release. Now they have to answer. Unnadandi. That is. We have to take further steps, and legally what is permissible, we will take.
Well, my colleague Uma Sudhir joining us live on the broadcast, getting us more on that. Uma, that's a serious charge that's being leveled by the lawyer of Allu Arjun, who says that this was intentional. His delay from the jail was intentional. How do we read into it?
So, Kitty, ever since the arrest of Allu Arjun, it is almost as though battle lines have been drawn, because political parties have been reacting, film personalities have been reacting, not just in Tollywood but also in Bollywood. We are hearing people, coming out openly in support of Allu Arjun, suggesting that he is being victimized and that it is actually not he who should be made culpable, almost singularly culpable for the incident, for the tragic incident on the evening of December 4 that had led to the death of one person and injured her son, who is now seriously in hospital. What I must point out is that yesterday afternoon is when Allu Arjun's Jubilee Hills residence, police had arrived, and shortly afterwards he was informed that he is going to be arrested, and then he was taken to Chikatpalli police station, and subsequently we were being told that a remand report is being readied. By the time he was presented in Nampally courts, the remand report was ready, and he was sentenced to 14 days in judicial custody. He had filed for a quash plea in the High Court, and that came up in the High Court, and there he got an interim relief where he was given a reprieve from arrest for 4 weeks. And even as all this was happening and he was taken physically to the Kancharla jail, the orders were being awaited at the jail, but it took till late night, and there was suggestion that the orders had not yet been received by the jail superintendent. That is what Mr. Ashok Reddy, lawyer of Allu Arjun, is pointing out, saying that he believes, or he is alleging, he is claiming that the order copies had been received, and yet Allu Arjun had been deliberately kept in jail overnight and only released this morning. That is something that will become part of investigation, because obviously there will be a record in case there is an online copy that went, and subsequently a physical copy that would have reached the jail authorities before the processing of his bail papers, and release from jail would have happened. But yes, he ended up spending the night overnight in jail, and he was given a remand prisoner number as well, and we are told that he was in fact kept in the first class barrack there for the night, and that he had in fact denied any food that was offered to him, and he left, of course, early this morning. His father had arrived at the jail, but he took a different route, different gate out of the jail, and there are visuals of him driving past the gate, and then subsequently
for the benefit of our
headed
viewers,
towards his
help us
home in
understand usually how much
Hills.
time does it take when an accused is granted bail? In this case, Allu Arjun, by the Telangana High Court, he was already granted bail, but he had to spend a night in jail because apparently there was a delay in the process that was followed. Usually, what really happens?
So the usual thing is that there is supposed to be no delay after bail papers have been received by the High Court, and it is in fact usually, I'm sorry, there are some monkeys around here, so I will have to guard out a little for this, but yeah, okay.
Right.
There's a band of monkeys that has landed here, all of them coming towards me, and therefore, but I would say that there is, there is supposed to be no delay when usually the papers are received from the High Court for granting the bail. It would just be a procedural matter, and it would be a matter of 15-20 minutes maximum, or even a half hour, after which he could have been released from jail. But remember that he had already been handed over, in that sense, taken to the jail at Kancharla, and that is the reason why the court in fact said that the bond would be given to the jail authorities, to the superintendent there. Back to you.